How's it going, everybody? I'm your host Sean with Paper Planes, and welcome back to episode 14 of my Dark Souls Ultimate Walkthrough Guide. We are here at the Firelink Shrine. We can't light the bonfire because our firekeeper is dead. Knight Lotric killed her. That bastard. So while we're here, we're going to hit up the vendors. So we see we got our pyromancy vendor here.
Well, I see you made it. Yeah, I have my pyromancy of the Great Swamp. Oh yeah. By the way, I think you have a knack for it. All you need is the material. I'll be pleased to help you. And this...
Alright, so don't be confused by his question. He's asking you if you think that pyromancy is unsavory. So you want to answer no. Do not say yes.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm sure that, Well, let's get started.
Alright, so here we can purchase item or modify equipment. By modifying equipment, that increases the damage of the pyromancy flame. So let's purchase some of his spells real quick. Get the cheaper ones while we can. And then I'm going to go ahead and start using my souls in the inventory.
Come back.
That way I can have as much souls to spend on the items here that I can possibly buy right now. So don't use the soul of the bosses yet. We're going to use those to make special weapons, and we'll get into that soon. Alright. Let's see here. So we got 2 more soul slots to fill up. Alright, and I know this process is a little boring, so I'm going to go ahead and speed this part up for you guys, but you can see how many souls we're going to get from the start to finish. Okay everybody, so we got all of those souls used up. That's a pretty good chunk of stuff that we got to use there. Now we're going to put all the inventory items back in order that I want them. Humanity, and we'll get some clumps and a homered bone. Cool. Alright, and you see here I still got the rusted iron ring on. I can take that off and put whatever I want. Let's put the chloranthy ring on for now. Sweet. And yeah, I think this is good for right now. We'll keep this set up going.
Oh, hello.
Gonna buy the rest of this guy's stuff, and then we're gonna upgrade our pyromancy flame as much as possible. And it gets pretty expensive, but this is definitely something that we want to do. Alright, so you can see here we've got a little bit of ways to go.
Come back.
You can upgrade this pyromancy flame to basically plus 10 with this guy. And this is, if you don't know this NPC's name, it's Laurentius of the Great Swamp. And he is our main pyromancy bro for right now. We got some new NPCs up here. These guys, we will interact with them in the catacombs later on. Or, I think it's the catacombs. Maybe it's the Tomb of Giants where we interact with them. But either way, it's down in that section of the game. You can talk to them if you want, but it's really not integral to anything else. And we have our sorcerer NPC over here, the guy that we saved from the basement of the Undead Burg.
At least we incident. You're clearly, of course.
So he's going to ask you if you want to buy sorceries.
Splendid.
You say yes.
Very well. I am well.
Alright, so here we can talk to him and purchase his items as well. Obviously you can see there's some rings here. These rings are pretty beneficial, but we're not going to use them, so don't spend the money on that. But we do want some more soul arrows. Basically just going to buy anything that we can afford right now. I think that the heavy soul arrow is the next best thing that we can pay for right now. So you can see here we've got quite a few items that we can come back and get later on. So lots of things to spend our souls on now, not just leveling and item upgrades. So we will be doing that very soon. We can't attune any new spells at this fire, so the next area that we're going to go, we'll make sure to hit the bonfire and utilize it for that reason. so now we are going to Sin's Fortress, and to get there, the fastest way to do that, we're going to take this lift up to the top, and we're going to be in the Undead Parish. Can't wait to show you guys how good the pyromancy is now that we've upgraded that flame so much. We'll just kill these guys over here real quick. Rawr. Alright, so wouldn't this game be awesome if you could just loot everything off the enemy that you kill? I mean, it just only makes sense. I don't know why they don't make games like that. You just have an abundance of materials that you could break down into resources. That would be so sweet. I wish I was a game developer. Just don't have those skills. Sorry, peeps. Alright, so we're going to rest here. And we can... That's Sin's Fortress up ahead. We're going to go there in a second. I want to try and buy a few raw materials.
I could. Why not?
Give him the large embers. That way we can upgrade our regular weapons to plus 10. So let's see. We can actually do that with a few items, but I'm going to try to get my Titanite shards here. We can get 2 of those. We'll deal with that a little bit later. Let's see. I want to reinforce weapon. I'm going to start using the Iaito. Need a few more souls to do something with that.
Where are you off to?
And actually, in the area that we're about to go to, I want to be using the soul arrows instead of the fireballs. So we're going to go to Attune Magic, and we'll click on that. And since I bought 2 soul arrows, I'm going to have 2 abilities to use them. So instead of having 30 soul arrows, I have 60 soul arrows. So that's pretty sweet. And that goes along with each playthrough you do. So if I do a playthrough plus and I bought 2 soul arrows in the first playthrough, they're still with me in the next playthrough, and I can buy them again and again. So you can really stack up a high level of a lot of these spells. So it's super beneficial to do that. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to just head out of this bonfire. I don't think there's anything else I want to do just at this moment. Let's equip that Iaito just to show you guys. Alright. So it's not going to be as powerful as the weapon I've been using, but that's okay. Also, I need to get rid of this. Actually, not yet. I still need to use that bow for a second. So here we're going to have some man serpents. Now the enemies are going to start getting a little bit more powerful than we're used to. So we're going to start using little tricks. So there's a trap there. And none of those arrows connect. That's pretty weak. You see this weapon is very weak compared to what we've been using. So I don't know if I want to use this right now, because this is going to cause a lot of problems for me. Wow, that was a good attack. Alright, so I'm going to run back here and switch my inventory up. This is just going to be way too long of an episode to show you guys how to use the Iaito without it being upgraded enough. So we'll go back to that in a moment once I get to upgrade it a little bit. And actually, since we didn't kill anything yet, Now you die for real. Hopefully this trap will hit him this time. Sometimes you just get a little bit unlucky, and that's how it goes. Get this grass grist shield on too. Now we're gonna have really good recovery. See how fast that is? That's crazy. This one guy will come out, and that's good. You can get one at a time if you want. Oh, the trap's not sprung already. Damn it. Yeah. Not one of my finer moments. Alright everybody, so apparently I wasn't recording for the last portion. I don't know what happened, but it stopped working, so I'm back here at the bonfire. I killed those two serpent guardians at the front there, those man-serpent dudes, and they took way too much damage with this weapon. They're a lot stronger than I anticipated, so what I'm going to do is start using my pyromancy, and let's see, we're going to use fireball. And I'm going to show you how we're going to use that to our advantage. So we can, yeah, we're good. Alright, hopefully these guys will die a lot faster this way. Nice. There you go. You can see how beneficial that is. And then we get the nice drop there of the man-serpent sword. Alright, so going to come over here, get this item. Soul of a brave warrior. Now, there's a trick to doing this here. There's a guy up in the top right that we want to take out. So we're going to use our archery to do so. And you got to time it with the swinging of the pendulum there. And we're just going to keep knocking him back, and he'll eventually fall off. That's the plan, at least. Wait one more time. Oh. The trick, you're not worried about doing damage to kill him, you're worried about knocking him off. Nice. Okay, and now we're going to try to bait this guy out. See if we can land one shot. Oh, not there. There we go. Get knocked off, get knocked off. Well, that works too. Damage. Yes. Alright, so he didn't die, but what he's going to do is he's going to climb up this really long ladder over there, and he's going to drop down where that guy with the dead body is. The dead body over there. So you can hear him climbing up right now. Gonna wait till he falls and then just kill him. He's gonna be really low health. There he is. Hey there, buddy. Wow. See how strong these guys are? It's crazy. Lizard man have tough lizard skin. Alright, so Now we can come through here. Just be patient with these things. You don't want to try to sprint through every time. I do that every once in a while because I'm trying to save myself some time, and I get knocked off instead, and that just really adds to the duration of which I have to be here. So here we're going to wait a little bit. We got that guy that we killed, so normally he would be there griefing us, but we don't have to deal with him. But you see down below we've got some lizards shooting at us, and that's what you hear. But you don't have to worry about those guys. Only if you fall. So just move through, easy, real slow like, and then you can just walk right through. Now there's a pressure plate trap right there. So just wait until all those arrows are done. Open up this chest. Nice, nice. Bloodstain. Ooh, he's got the claymore. Oh, looks like he got killed by the trap. Interesting. Alright, so you got this guy here. Don't worry about him. He's no problem right now. Then this guy, of course. God, see what targeting does? It's crazy. I almost fell to my death because of that thing. I hate targeting. I hate it. Alright, so we're going to wait for this boulder to pass by. I'm going to sprint up here. Come to the left, you got this fog gate here. Get by this guy. Let him come back in. Well, or let him get killed with that thing. I mean, definitely the best way to fight the man serpents is with critical attacks. And here we get a nice ring that increases our physical resistance. So you can check that out. Ring of Steel Protection. This ring belonged to the Knight King Rendell. It grants its wearer protection by boosting defense against physical attacks. One of the many legends surrounding the Knight King Rendell, one of the more well-known speaks of his standing. I don't understand that. One of the more well-known speaks of his standing down a giant drake of slashing it to pieces. That sentence just, I mean, I know what they're saying, but the sentence just was really weird to read. Whatever. We're not going to use that. It's a good thing to use in this area, but I like having the Chloranthy ring on right now. And we're about to get the Shotel. Shotel is a pretty awesome weapon. It's the weapon that Knight Lothric uses. And to get that, we're just going to fall off the left here. There we go. And this item is really good. I'll show you guys a little bit about it. Let's check it out. Oops, passed it. There we go. See here, it scales with strength and dexterity. And it's pretty lightweight. It's a fast weapon for sure. Curved sword with sharply curved blade, created by Arster, Earl of Karim. Requires great skill to wield, but evades shield defense to sneak in damage. And that's why Lothric is such a hard fight, because you can't just hold your shield up and counter him. His weapon goes right past your shield. So he's a tough opponent for sure. Alright, so here we got these guys. Gonna have to deal with these lizards, but the problem is you don't want to damage that guy down there to the left of them. That is why is his name escaping me? Siegmeyer of Katarina, and he's kind of like a quest giver in a sense. Like, you never really know that you're on a quest, but there are rewards by following what he needs you to do. So it's not like an RPG standard game where it gives you this prompt and then you follow the quest markers, but you're definitely doing a quest when you interact with him. Let's see how we're going to go about killing this guy. so we can just deal with this guy one-on-one. Nice. Alright, I'm going to try to sneak in a backstab on this guy. I'm worried about falling off the ledge, though. I'm going to go ahead and talk to him before I get into any of that stuff.
Forgive me. I am.
So you're just going to skip through all this text. I mean, you guys can listen to it. I'm not going to, but he's basically asking for help getting these boulders because he's too fat and slow to get by them. So he wants you to figure out a way to stop the boulders from coming down this slope. This is ridiculous. Alright, now I'm going to run back here. Fighting on that ledge is really suicide. Don't want to get too close to Siegmeyer. Worst thing that can happen is that snake kills Siegmeyer, and that'll piss you off. So all he's got to do is hit him once, and Siegmeyer will pretty much fall off. Alright, cool, there we go. It looks like he's corpse standing up. Alright, so we're going to run down here. Gonna wait for the boulder to come down. This level is a lot of waiting out opportunities to move forward or to attack. There's lots of traps in this area. There it goes. Now we can go through the fog gate this time. Got a note here. Be wary of back. There's a trap in front of us, basically. Where's the guy? Oh well, whatever. The trap in front of us is going to shoot from behind you. You see those holes in the wall. So we're going to sprint. Stupid furniture in the way. Thanks a lot, Snake. I'll get behind him. Obviously, every kill is pretty good for souls. Got a lot of souls gathered in this area. Gonna wait for this boulder here. There's a couple things we can get in this area that we're gonna go after. Lots of nice items in Sen's Fortress. First off, you're gonna come up here and drop down. You're gonna have this serpent to deal with. There's a nice quick jump by him. I don't like where he's standing. Alright, get this item here. And we can run back in here real quick. Now we get the Black Sorcerer armor set and the sorcery spell Hush. Show you what that does. Oops. Hush. Okay, it gets 6 uses. Sorcery developed by certain surreptitious, I've never said that word in my life, sorcerer at Vinheim Dragon School. Masks all noises of caster. Effectively, Vinheim is controlled by the Dragon School, and it is no wonder that the town has its share of dark secrets. Okay, so this basically does the same thing that the Slumbering Dragon Crest ring does, which is my favorite ring in the entire game, and we're going to get that very soon. But this, you have to use sorcery to use it, and obviously it wears off. So It is a great spell, but I never use it because I already have. I always wear that slumbering dragon crest ring. Alright, so here you can see there's just another way to get around here. This is an entry point to a specific area that we want to get to. I'm not going this way just yet. I'm going to show you guys. I was just showing you where that room led to. And then this area as well. This will take you to the control point for the big massive boulder machine. Alright, so we're gonna come back down and we're gonna go get some new items, some very good items. So here we're gonna look below and you'll see a serpent. There he is. Just wait, he'll fall down. He always does that. He's stupid. And he'll fall down again if you want him to. Come over here. He'll be stupid and fall. Yes! Victory! Alright. So, this item over here. Oh yeah, baby. Come on. The Slumbering Dragon Crest ring. This is the ring I just told you about. And we're going to show you what it does. My absolute favorite ring. There we go. Wearer produces no sound whatsoever. This ring was secretly worn by a certain surreptitious sorcerer at Vinheim Dragon School. The ring is engraved with an everlasting dragon in silent slumber and masks all sound emitting from its wearer. Okay, so the purpose of this ring is, you can see here it's got like a little stealth icon underneath my stamina bar. You can no longer hear my footsteps, so I can sneak up behind any enemy that cannot see me and move as fast as I want. It won't hear me and I can land a backstab, so that is superb. It's definitely one of the best rings in the game. I love this item. Okay, so what we're going to do to get out of this area is fall back down onto this bridge here. Take a little bit of falling damage. Oh, and we got an Estus Flask increase by someone kindling the bonfire. Sweet. Let's go ahead and use that to our advantage. And we're going to work back through this area one more time. I know there's some more items there, guys. We're going to go back and get those. Don't worry about that. There's a method to my madness, I promise. Just working through this area one more time. Alright. So you can actually hear them changing the direction of the mechanism. Alright, so now what I want to do is run down here. I'm going to kill this guy real quick. Be wary of chest. And this is our first encounter with a mimic. A mimic is a monster that pretends to be a treasure chest, and it tries to get you to open it. So if you open it, it's going to gobble you up. Now, what you can do to identify a mimic is its different chain. The chain here is in a different shape than what the other one will look like if it's a normal chest. So it's kind of like a broken circle. Also, if you focus in on the chest, you can see it breathing. If you're looking at my screen down low, you can see its mouth just kind of like open and close slightly, like a clam basically. So instead of trying to open it, what we're going to do is get in a heavy attack on it first. And then get behind it. Always want to be behind the mimic, never in front. As long as you're behind it, it's a pretty easy kill. And this is a great weapon that you're about to get from killing this. This is such a good weapon, the lightning spear. Alright. We're going to go ahead and start using that. You can see right off the bat it does 144 physical damage and 144 lightning damage. And the reason for that is a lightning spear has to be upgraded normally, then it has to be ascended with lightning. So this is a super good drop for us. and it's a 100% drop from that enemy. So we're always gonna kill that in every playthrough. All right. So cannot wait to start hitting enemies with this guy. Ugh. All right. So here we're gonna wait until the boulders start coming down this way and stack up in this hole. Because once they start stacking up, the boulder's going to rip a hole through that wall, and we're going to be able to get a new ring. So hopefully they'll move the... We'll be able to hear it in a second. Look at that corpse dancing up there. Alright, we're going to have to change it ourselves, it sounds like. Alright, so what we're going to do is push it so the boulders are firing down in the direction that we want. And then we're going to follow them down. Alright, so let's go. You're going to stand down here to the left and just watch them pile up. It takes a little while, but just be patient. There we go. And the next one will break right through the wall. Saw that spirit doing the same thing. There we go. I'm going to grab this and roll out of here. So we just picked up the gold serpent ring. Now we can see what that does for us. Covetous gold serpent ring. It boosts item discovery. The serpent is an imperfect dragon and symbol of the undead. Its habit of devouring prey even larger than itself has led to an association with gluttony. This gold ring engraved with the serpent boosts its wearer's item discovery so that more items can be amassed. Basically, if you're farming for a specific weapon or piece of armor, you want this equipped most definitely. It enhances your ability to get that rarer item dropped faster. So basically it just means, hey, you're more lucky than you usually are at getting something to drop for you. Okay, so what we're going to do is head back into this area where we killed the mimic. And we're going to step on this platform once it shows up to us. Go, and you see all this blood on the platform, and that should give you a hint like, hey, you probably don't want to stay on this thing too long. So once it gets to that stop, you get off, because you see there are spikes right there. Ouch. And that does a pretty good amount of damage to you. Alright, so here you see now we're in the middle of the area, and this is where we want to be because we want to change the direction of the boulders once again. We want to change the direction to the area we just came up from. So that's where we want it. And it's going to kill that serpent down there. And it's going to burst a hole through the wall where he's standing. And the good thing about that is there is a master sorcerer down there. His name is Big Hat Logan. And we want him as a vendor. And we've got a hero's soul as well. And that is a very nice soul item. So there's big reasons to do this. And if you don't have the master key to unlock Logan, you're going to need the cage key. Alright, so now we can move this thing one more time. Get it out of our way. And I'm going to move it towards the back end. Even though I've put it here firing away off into the distance, it still can't move at some point, so you're not always completely safe. So this is definitely that area that we passed through where I said don't worry about the serpent. And here is Big Hat Logan. Let's talk to him.
I know this.
Alright, and now let's open his cage. You see we use the master key. If you don't have that, you need the cage key. And I'm going to show you where to get the cage key. It's later on in this level.
heaven. And
Alright, so he tells you that he's going to return a Firelink Shrine. So that's where you can learn sorceries from him. In order to do that, you're going to need 15 intelligence to buy his sorceries. Otherwise, he's going to tell you that you're not skilled enough to learn them. Also, you need the master key to get this. Soul of Hero. Good item. Cool. Okay. So now we're going to start progressing through the level some more. So we're just going to return to this area that we just came from. Too bad you can't get up there, but we're going to have to go all the way around where those boulders are again. And you don't need to return and talk to what's his name? Siegmeyer right now. He's actually gone, if I remember correctly. See that you can hear the machine. Oops. Wow. See what happens when you get a little bit too impatient. So we'll wait until that ball hits, and then we're going to start sprinting. Oh, shit. Alright. So this area we're just going to have to sprint through here. And now we're going to be dealing with some serpents in a second. So you need to be careful coming through this area. Once you get through this spot, then you're going to have to fight some serpents. Try dashing through. And that's true. You're going to wait until you get up close and then just sprint. Shit. We'll just gotta back up. See, I can't move all the way back here because I'll fall. You don't want that, of course. But we've got that guy down there, up the stairs. We're gonna kill this guy around the corner. Bloodstain. Aw, no fun. Whoa. Sound like that one guy was moving towards me. He is. That slut. Alright, I need to heal up. Look at him, he's trying to sneak down here and get me. Spitting that poison cloud. Come on down. Even though this guy shoots electricity at you, he's still weak to your lightning spear. Okay, so obviously we always like some Titanite shards. And everything's going pretty smooth up to this point. We're going to have one enemy to the left that we have to take care of. You don't want to venture out onto this pathway until that guy is dead, because he will do some work on you. So what you're going to do is target him, step out, and move back. Gonna wait until the timing is right. There we go. Nice pyromancy. Alright, now it's safe to move forward. A lot of people get scared about this part, but it's not too tough. Just gonna get up close. Walk forward, stop. walk forward. You don't even have to sprint. Now, watch out for those plates, but if you hug the wall, you won't get hit by anything. So here's the most important part of this area, is finding the bonfire. Okay, so you're just going to sprint over here. Do not stop for loot or anything like that. Turn the corner and drop down here. And here's our bonfire. We're going to light it and rest at it. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so now let's see if we can reinforce anything. Yeah. What do I want to do? We can reinforce our lightning spear with Titanite chunk, but I don't want to use any chunks right now. Chunks are kind of rare for us, so we're going to hold on to those for a little while. Yeah, we'll just level up. Or actually, I want to keep my souls because I want to spend them. So we're going to hold on to those for a little while. But this is the same area where we just came through. So we're just going to drop down. That's how you get off the bonfire. And you see, okay, we're back right here. So you're safe from those boulders that are exploding above you to the right here. So you don't have to worry about those. But you've got some of these knights to deal with. And we can focus on them with our pyromancy skill. Oops. That didn't work. And that's not going to work either. It's this guy back here. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. God dang it. So that just feels like it should have been a hit. Oh god, come on. Alright. I'm fighting pretty sloppy right now, to be honest with you. This is pretty bad. Maybe I'll try to do some parrying on this guy. What are you saying here? Tight spot. Yes, it is. Sup, bro? No, I don't want to try to parry this guy. Oh, that's bogus. So here we're going to get a nice item, the Flame Stone Plate Ring. This is going to increase our fire resistance. Don't need to read much on that. That's just what it does. Alright, so definitely want to use that in boss fights where you're fighting enemies that deal a lot of fire damage, or other situations that might cause you to use that. Like here, for instance, if you get hit by one of these flaming boulders, of course that's going to hurt you. So we're just going to keep moving right here. I'm going to show you guys how to fix that flaming boulder issue. Now, there's nothing going on here to the left, except it's a easy way to snipe your enemy. And I'll show you more about that in a second. We just got one goal in mind right now, and that's getting to the top of this area and killing these freaking giants. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Nice. Always want to get that before he falls off. What do you get to say? Praise the sun. Nope, don't look at the sun. You'll go blind. Okay, so that's the boss fog gate. Don't open that. Down there you can summon your buddy, Iron Tarkus, to help you with the boss fight, and he is probably the most beneficial NPC in the game for any boss fight. He's freaking huge damage. Alright, so here we got this guy. Want to bait him out to do a heavy attack. I call it the Roid Rage Stomp. Basically what it does is it exhausts himself. He starts swinging like a madman. And then he's basically... This is it. And he'll just be exhausted. Now he'll be sitting there and we can hit him. Now we get away. He's doing it again. We'll repeat that process. Die. There we go. So he's the guy that's feeding all these boulders to the other ones. That jerk. You can destroy these. Doesn't really do anything, but it's always fun. Gives you a better view of what's all around you. And that is the boss that we're going to fight, the Iron Golem. Not too tough of a boss. Nice titanite chunk. Never have too many of those, that's for sure. Okay, so now that we've got rid of that guy, we're not going to have to avoid those boulders anymore. You see this guy down there? He's the one that's feeding the boulders to that trap contraption. So you can take care of him as well. He actually respawns if I remember correctly, so it's not necessarily a huge importance to kill that guy. But I'm going to show you how to do it nonetheless. So you see up ahead of us, we've got this guy here. Looks like he's facing us, otherwise we could sneak attack him. I was trying to get behind him, but it didn't work out there. Damn it, that was bad. I hope he tries to heal. That'll be the best. There he goes. Alright. Oh, nice drop. Dead end ahead. That is true, but it's also a sniper spot. To kill. Imminent despair. Don't you just feel like there should be something there? Alright, so here you can get rid of this this giant over here. We can attack him from this spot. Now, you can just sit here and wail away on him forever if you want. I don't like to do that. It's a waste of materials. So, that's just one angle that you can get him without having to worry about anything going on. Of course, you can come over here and get a little bit closer and do that, because we've taken care of all the bad enemies. So we're going to kill him just like this. And I know while I'm playing certain episodes, guys, I'm like, hey, we're going to use this weapon next, or I'm going to use this armor set next, and things just change as I play. The way that I feel about approaching things, it's hard to necessarily map stuff like that out. But I typically like to wear the same armor set that I start with, because I don't like to spend a whole lot of resources in upgrading. Now, if I'm just doing like a playthrough plus, and just keep going like that, then I'll definitely upgrade everything that I've got and change things very often. But when you're just doing one playthrough, you don't necessarily want to spend all your resources just experimenting. You want to find something that you like and kind of stick with it. That way your resources are well conserved. Alright, so we get 1,000 souls there, no big deal. He doesn't drop a titanite chunk, so it's not necessarily worth it. Now I'm going to show you guys how to get the key. So for the key, we want to be a little bit low weight. And we're going to sprint here to this corner and jump over to the ledge. And there's also a vendor in this area. This guy's a dick.
Oh, what? But,
Alright, so let's go ahead and try to purchase items. You can see here we get the black fire bombs, some green blossoms. You can also get some shards from him. You're going to pay a premium buying from this guy, so I don't necessarily recommend doing it. But you also get some items that are hard to find anywhere else. And you get this rare item, this armor set, the Katarina. And then the steel armor you can get from drops, or you can buy it here. Same with the Balder armor. So, and then he's got these 2 rings as well. None of this stuff I will use, but it's good if you want like a total playthrough with everything. I've definitely got a character who has every item in the game, but the point is to show you where to get this stuff, not necessarily waste all my time getting it. Okay, so we're going to go down here and get the cage key, and the cage key does 2 different things. It's going to allow us to access a shortcut in this area, and it also opens up that locked cage for Big Hat Logan if you did not have the master key. But if you're following my guide, hopefully you actually listen to my advice and you have the master key. Alright, so here's the cage key. Obviously a lot of you guys would never find this without this kind of information, so I have a feeling a lot of you have never even seen that item before, or that vendor, so which would also mean that you are unaware of the shortcut, and the shortcut is extremely beneficial, and I will show you all that in a moment. Shortcut will save you a lot of grief. Alright, so also when you're coming back here, you don't necessarily want to make this jump, you want to fall down. Why do you want to do that? Because we've got a sniper crossbow here. This is also another item that a lot of people don't ever get because they don't think they can survive that kind of fall. So we'll hit that bonfire once more in a second. First I want to, actually I'm going to hit the bonfire first, and then we're going to go fight the heavy knight, the guy wearing all that steel armor, and then we're going to also go to get Rickard's rapier, which is a rare weapon, a 1 drop per playthrough item. Alright, drop down here. See, that guy's back already. What a pain in the ass, huh? Pretty worthless killing that guy, like I said. But you notice we don't have to deal with the other guy dropping those bombs on us. Now this guy's pretty weak to pyromancy, so that's what you want to do here. As long as his big shield's up though. So you just kind of want to get him while he's in the animation of swinging, but you don't want to be too close. There we go. Oh yeah. Nice. Got a good drop from him. That doesn't always happen. Got a great sword. Great sword is as you expected. It's a pretty damn heavy weapon. So be careful with this enemy upcoming. He's a pretty tough guy. He shoots at you with archery at first, and then when you get close, he's going to melee you, and his weapon is pretty good. Ah, come on. He's at a bad angle, which is good for you, of course. This is ridiculous. I like how he thinks he can roll out of the harm's way of fireball. Alright, so there's Rickard's rapier. Once again, pyromancy reigns supreme. Okay, so don't worry about these guys. You can see the chain here. It's a full circle, basically. So it's not a mimic. This guy probably died with Rickard. Drug Rickard up here and got killed. Yep. A slow death. Divine Blessing. Okay. I'll show you what Divine Blessing is in a second. Let's get this second item here. A rare Ring of Sacrifice. Both of these items are kind of unique. Let's show you the ring first. Alright, so you see here we've got the original Ring of Sacrifice, which is lose nothing upon death, but ring breaks. And then the rare Ring of Sacrifice is basically something where you can survive a curse attack. So if you get killed by an enemy with curse, you're not going to get cursed. So even though you die, you still resurrect like with a Ring of Sacrifice. However, you're not cursed. So this is a huge benefit for that ring. I still really never use these items. I definitely use Ring of Sacrifice if I'm carrying around a lot of souls, but that's so rare that I'm doing such a thing. You know, the only time, there's one specific instance where you should wear the Ring of Sacrifice, and that is when you are in the Duke's archives, and you're fighting you first encounter the boss there because you have to die to progress. So you're going to die. You either want to use your souls before you enter that area, or you want to wear the Ring of Sacrifice for that first encounter. And that's Seat the Scaleless, the dragon without scales. Alright, so let's also show you the, what is it called? Where are you at? The Divine Blessing. Fully restores hit points and undo irregularities. Let's read about it. Holy water from Goddess Guinevere. Fully restore hit points and undo irregularities. The Goddess of Sunlight Guinevere, daughter of the Great Lord of Sunlight Gwyn, is cherished by all as the symbol of bounty and fertility. This item is basically like a very quick drink that will restore all your health, and if you're suffering any poison or bleed or anything like that, it's going to fix that problem as well. So this is a great item. They're very rare to come by, which is good, because if there were a lot of them in the game, PvP would be really weird. People would be using them all the time, and fights would be extremely drawn out. Okay, cool. So now that we got that out of the way, let's we're going to head over and get ready for the boss fight. Then the boss fight, we're going to be using ranged attack, because the boss has the ability, when you get in close, to do some heavy damage and throw you. And he can actually throw you off the battlefield and kill you. So he's actually thrown me before where I got stuck in an area where I couldn't move, and then I couldn't reclaim my souls. I think it was in my Indiana Jones playthrough. And that freaking pissed me off big time. But I'm going to get in my human form so I can summon the Iron Tarkus. Let me get this guy. Might as well kindle the bonfire too, so let me go ahead and use one more humanity there. Alright. So of course reverse hollowing, then we're going to kindle this bonfire. And now we of course can get invaded, but I doubt that'll happen by the time we get to the boss. And let's also switch out this ring, because we don't need to sneak up on him anymore. So we're going to use the Ring of Steel Protection just to defend ourselves a little bit better in that fight. Alright, so let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Sprint over there. Of course that archer's back, but as long as you're moving, he'll never really make any kind of connection with you. And this is the shortcut. This is what we use the cage key for. I'm going to get back to that very shortly, but I don't really want to take the shortcut just now. I'm more focused on getting the boss done. But don't worry, I will show you guys. Hello, Mr. Archer. Alright, so don't run into the boss gate yet. I'm gonna come over here and summon the Iron Tarkus. My buddy. Iron Tarkus is boss. This guy is great. There he is. Alright. Sweet. We also don't need the stamina recovery here, so let's just get the crest shield going. And we're going to enter this fog gate. Do battle with the Iron Golem. There's no intro movie here, so that's pretty decent. I want Tarkus to fight him. So hopefully Tarkus comes in there and gets into the fray. There we go. That's that pickup move that I was talking about. I'm not doing any damage. Oh shit. There we go. What Tarkus will do is Tarkus will stun him, and then we'll come in and deal a lot of melee damage. Get off of this targeting. Get him, Tarkus. Get him. And you're just basically going to keep him in the middle as much as possible. Fuck. That was bad. Jesus Christ, that was horrible. Oh. Sorry about that, peeps. It's been a long time since I died against that boss. Alright. I'm gonna switch up my attunement here. We'll go to these soul arrows. That'll keep us at a good distance while Tarkus stuns him. Alright, and let's get this. There we go. Okay. Just want to make sure that I'm able to get my souls immediately when I run in there, because I've got quite a few souls right now. I've got about 21k, which isn't much in the grand scheme of things, but it is nice to be able to use those souls instead of waste them. So we're going to run all the way back. It's not too far. Whoa. Bad camera. Don't kill me. Alright, so I'm gonna sprint up here and get my souls. Nice. Look at that. Look at that super awesome damage. Alright, let's get out of here. Definitely pyro damage is much more efficient. Oh no. Don't throw him over. Oh man. I think Tarkus is fudged. Come on, Tarkus. Get out of there. Can't believe Tarkus survived that area. Gonna try to get him off of him. Oh, there he goes. He's stunned. This is going to be it right here. Nice. See you, buddy. Sweet. Now, the great thing about that is, obviously, if you get stunned there, you can do that tactic and knock him off. Or, if you get stunned in the middle, you get a lot of damage in. So, we did a good job there, me and Tarkus. Tarkus mostly, but you see what the benefit is of having that NPC help you in that fight. Okay, now here is the ring to take you to Anne Orlando. So I'm going to take that there, and then I'm going to show you how to get back, because a lot of people don't know how to do that. So here these bats come and pick us up and drop us off here at Anne Orlando. And to be honest with you, a lot of people just aren't prepared for Anne Orlando to start with. It's a really tough area, and you want to make sure that you're as upgraded as possible. And so it's frustrating because people think that once they're here they can't get back, and they're like, fudge. It's beautiful, obviously, but to get back, all you do is approach this bat and talk to him, and he'll take you back. So we'll skip that cinematic, and you're right back here. And then to get to Anne Orlando again, of course, you touch this ring. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the shortcut to get back to the undead asylum area, or not undead asylum, the undead parish. Okay, so we're going to walk back to this part where we just killed that archer guy. Be careful, we got a lot of souls on us right now, so we're going to make sure that we get the best out of this stuff. And once we get here, we're going to go to this cage right here, and this is using the cage key. The master key does not do this for you. The cage key is the only item that you can open this with. Now, when you get on it, it's like an elevator, and once you use it the first time, now this cage will always be alternating down below. So you see that one state up top? It's like a weight balance system. So now that you're going down below to the entry level of this zone, the other cage is going up to the top. Now you don't want to stick around here too long because those enemies are still alive, obviously. So we're going to sprint down through here. And we'll still have those guys chasing us. Sound like we got 2 hits on one of them. But we're coming all the way over here to get to our buddy, the blacksmith. Now, I suggest not hitting the bonfire because you want to be able to use your homeward bone to get back to that bonfire closest to Anne Orlando, if that's what you intend to do.
Well,
So I basically want to purchase a lot of shards. Let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and get like 30 of these guys. And I think that'll hold me over for a little while. And let's go ahead and reinforce our weapon. I want to reinforce my Yaito. And now we can modify equipment You can see here we can improve it. We can make it a raw Yaito, which I don't want to do. We can make it divine, which I could do. I might do later. Or we're just going to make it +6, and that's what my goal is for that. And I want to do the same thing with the light crossbow. Alright, now reinforced weapon. I can go back to that. And there you see there. Now we can start using the large titanite shards to increase that. There we go, and I got that to +10, and I'm going to do the same thing for my light crossbow. Okay, cool. Now we can leave here.
Get yourself not.
To make sure that we've got this seal. Have I bought that? Yes, I have. The Crest of Artorias. Okay. Cool. Alright, so we're gonna actually... what do I want to do? I want to finish up the lower area of... whatchamacallit? Of Sen's Fortress. So I'm actually going to tap the bonfire. I'm going to level up a little bit. And I want to get that to 20 and 20, hopefully. And I'm going to use these soul arrows to fight the stray demons. I think that's what they're called. The demons down below in these pits. I also want to make sure that I have my rusted iron ring equipped, because I'll be moving around in a tar pit. And I'll go ahead and use my Yaito as well, since it is a powerful weapon now. Oh yeah, baby. It's probably not as powerful as that lightning spear just yet, but it's pretty damn good. See, the crit is pretty good right now. And it's got a nice fast slash attack. I love the attack pattern of this weapon. Straight up ninja style. Alright, cool. So we don't need to worry about these enemies over here. But what we do need to do is kill those guys down in the distance. So we're going to have to cross over. There's different ways you can do that, but you can use archery, but that takes quite a while. I might just do that though, just to show you guys the absolute safest way to go about doing it. Yeah, let me show you how to get this done. First we'll kill this guy. Killing this guy once more. Might as well get some shots in on this one while we're here. Oops. Whoa. That was a crazy fire. Come on, baby. Come get you some. Sweet. Awesome. Okay, so go back to this bow and arrow. Damn it. Get the timing back right on that guy. Oh, that wasn't cool. Nope. I don't know why, but it just throws off the trajectory of that arrow. There we go. That works. Now, this is what I'm talking about that takes a while. If you try to kill these guys from this kind of distance. So you can do that and they'll never hit you, but it takes a hell of a long time. I'm actually going to try to kill them by dropping down and fighting them that way. But it's pretty difficult either way. You're in a lot of danger when you do that. By the way, here's the shortcut that you just step onto this to get back up to the top. You can hear the guys below me. The only reason I want to kill them is so they're not bothering me while I'm fighting. So I'm going to wait until they stop attacking me. Hopefully they stop seeing me. Let's see. Let's get these. Just yet, I don't need that because I'll be landing on something else. And let's get the eagle shield on since that's got lightning protection. Okay. See how awesome that ring is? It's freaking awesome. Woo! Heard that one coming. And that was a bleed attack. That actually helped, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's got 300 auxiliary bleed effects, so if you hit an enemy enough, it's going to make it bleed. It does heavy damage. Alright, so now we can get this ring back on, the rusted iron ring. You can see that standing on tar. And let's heal up, and we're going to start fighting these demons. Alright, you see this one already moving towards me. Oh shit. Without that ring, he's a big problem for me. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of his range. Now you can definitely come back and fight these guys later, which is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to kill this one guy. And then I'll come back and kill the other ones later. But I want to get the loot that they're guarding right now, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. Oh shit. That was a nice. Those attacks are insane, by the way. Don't you wish you could jump like that? Ah, that was a bad idea. The entertaining value of this fight is I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. This thing is so ridiculous. Damn it! Stop jumping. These slow tactics, man. Almost. Actually, I might use my light crossbow to kill the other ones. See how much damage it does. That should be the last hit right there. Alright, cool. So, a decent amount of souls. We get this Demon Titanite. But we just want the items that they've got. So let's see what my bow does. Nice. That'll make things a lot easier. See the beauty of upgrading things, people? It's just amazing how they jump through stuff like that. Like, you would just think that, hey, this is safe right here. But those things can just jump through whatever the fuck they want. Oh, that's not cool. Come on, man. One more. Nice. Get another Titanite. Oh, yeah. Pretty sweet. Here is a rare weapon, the Scythe. Love that. It's a pretty decent weapon. It's not my favorite. My favorite weapon is actually the Great Scythe, and we'll get to that in the Catacombs. Freaking love that weapon. We're gonna have 2 more of these demons. What's up, bro? Oh, come on. You're not that strong. That sucks, man. Why is he so much stronger? I want him to come out into the open here. Get rid of these weaker arrows first. Can't take too many chances with this guy. He's pretty strong for some reason. Come on. Walk into the open. Ah. Damn it. Oh shit. Oh. that sucked. There we go. That might be good. That wasn't good. God, he's gonna crawl right back. I hate this guy. I wonder how much damage I'm gonna do melee. Not enough to risk with that other guy in there. Yeah, they're not actually guarding any items, so we're not going to worry about killing them just yet. Want to come get this loot over here, though. So I'll come back to them eventually. Maybe not. Who cares? They're just basically time sink. So there's two different things I want to do that remain in Sen's Fortress. This item right here, and then there's an illusory wall in front of me. Let me get up there. And we're going to kill that giant that's feeding the boulders to that trap mechanism. Let me actually get rid of this ring right now, and we'll go to that one. And let's see, shield off. Yeah, roid rage, roid rage, roid rage. Bleed. So he's gonna give us a Titanite chunk, hopefully. And 3,000 souls, there we go. Can't leave that kind of stuff behind. Awesome. Now we're going to go back down here, and we're going to hit that shortcut. Actually, I'm not going to go to Anne Orlando yet. What I'm going to do is go back to this bonfire here, and then next episode I'm going to go into the forest area, and I'm going to kill Sif. Sif, my dog Sif. Or I might not kill him, but I'll probably clear out the whole area and then fight Sif after I do the DLC, because you guys get to see a different cinematic for that part, and that'll be actually a cinematic that I'll show you. Alright, cool. So that's it for this episode, everybody. Thanks a lot for checking it out. Hope you learned something, and I'll see you next episode. Take it easy. Thanks for checking out my video. If you enjoyed it, click the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel and social media accounts to keep current with Paper Planes updates. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.